You wiggle your slim carcass through the vent. The walls are mostly featureless, except for the large button on the back wall. There is also a sign above the button. See the bladder go up, see the bladder go down. Up, down, up, down. Judging from those two hoses coming in from outside, you guess that this is the inner workings of Vohal's life support system. A respirator pumps oxygen into his lungs, while a pump on the back wall forces blood through filters. Way to go, Roger! You've just disconnected Vohal's life support system. He's a goner without it. You can see Vohal struggling to take his last few breaths.
Not you again. You think you have won, but all you have done is to seal your own fate.
He reaches up and flips a switch before dropping to the floor dead. The side walls are nondescript. The back one has a switch and two displays. You can see what they are displaying. It's just your typical keyboard, keys with normal letters on them. You don't want to debate the switch. Type the action you would like to perform, press enter when finished. You are once again reconstituted, this time to the correct size. You notice that the clones are gone. Vohal's dead, hulking slab of flesh is loosely arranged at the base of the chair. An examination of his repulsively turgid fabric-encased mass reveals nothing other than the tubes which supplied him oxygen. You do notice the letters SHSR written in pen on the back of his left hand. There's a lot of information on the screen. Oh no! The asteroid is in a decaying orbit, and the insurance salesmen are about to be launched.
Maybe the letters from Vohal's hand will help.
You type in the code SHSR. It worked! The launch of the salesman has been aborted.
Thank you for pushing the self-destruct mechanism. This ship will self-destruct in exactly 5 minutes.
You open the box, and noticing an oxygen mask, remove it and close the box. A section of the glass tubing has fractured from combined stress. The pressurized atmosphere rushes for the relative vacuum of space. Due to the effect of the air rushing by you to get out the hole, the air in your lungs is sucked out and you find it impossible to get more. You weren't really that close to the end of the game anyway. No big loss. Spock would say as Data would.
Self-destruct will commence in 4 minutes.
A section of the glass tubing has fractured from combined stress. The pressurized atmosphere rushes for the relative vacuum of space. Fortunately, wearing the mask protects you from suffocation. There is a self-destruct override button on this control panel. The sign below it reads, out of order. This ain't gonna be pretty. As the beam of light from the droid guard hits you, you begin to feel a rather curious sensation. Unfortunately, you don't have the time to figure out what the sensation is before you die. It's ape's fur. Some poor creature must have gotten sucked out before it closed. It's ape's... The robot has apparently decided that it is permissible for you to be here. You hit the big red button marked Escape. Warning! Emergency escape vehicle launch sequence has begun. Phew! You're going to have to stop cutting these escapes so close, Roger. Well, you must feel pretty good right now. You've stopped Vohal from carrying out his threat of salesman infestation, ultimately destroying the Twisted Scientist himself. You also managed to save your own skin. And just look at that score. Pretty darned impressive. Suddenly, a warning signal draws your attention to the front oxygen meter. It reads low and dropping fast. This is just great. You knew it was too good to be true. You have maybe 5 minutes of air left. Well, Roger, it was nice knowing you. You slide down the plexiglass cover. You make the split-second decision to enter the sleep chamber. It seals automatically. Soon you are overcome by a pleasant drowsiness. This is certainly better than suffocating. You begin to drift away into a deep sleep. With the satisfaction you have accomplished your task. You've come through in the clutch and you deserve a nice long rest. Now, if someone would just pick you up somewhere along the way. So long, Roger Wilco, and thanks again for saving your people.
One, two, three, four. So people can see. Got to take a nap now, got to take a nap now. Get a little sleep before we stop to leave. What the down table's gonna fix that mess. Everybody knows that I'm the best. Gotta get a squishy, gotta get a squishy. Cleaning up the loop before we blazing along through the sky. Got a little clean up by my side. Mopping up the floors, baby, keeping it clean. I'm a space janitor, don't you know what I mean? Take a little bit, I'm gonna get some more. Then I see you, honey, moving out the door. And got my broom, baby, gonna sweep you up. I'm a space janitor, can you keep it up? Cruising across the galaxy, cleaning all the windows so people can see. Got to take a nap now, got to take a nap now. Get a little sleep before we stop to leave. Wiping down tables, gotta fix that mess. Everybody knows that I'm the best. Gotta get a squishy, gotta get a squishy.